Hey guys, real quickly, I just wanted to say a couple things. This is my first video I'm uploading. Hopefully, I can upload this with my new phone. Here's my other phone. It's basically a piece of crap. I had a swelled battery. I don't anymore. It's fixed, and it's just an old LG phone that a friend had given me. It's nothing great, but I have a really crappy SD card, and I doubled it on my new phone, and yet I'm having an issue trying to get all my apps to go on the SD card. So I wanted to tell you guys I of a couple really good apps for different things. First of all, this one's called Files to SD Card, and I have it on this phone, and I'm able to get more apps than I was when I am using this. But the drawback is they they act like they're telling you how to use the thing. You don't know if you're using it or not, or what's going on the SD card. But so far so good. I can get more apps. So what I really need to do is switch cards and phones. And another thing is on my new phone that I'm on right now, I can't get the Shmule app. I bit my tongue. I can't get the Shmule app. I cannot for the life of me. It is not compatible with my phone. I've updated the operating system. I've I believe it's Android Jelly Bean or some crap. I got the latest version. I've updated. I believe the Google Play, whatever it's called, the little store. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that. So in order to Shmule, where's my Shmule app right there? There's my Shmule app. In order to Shmule, I have to do it on my own phone, which is crappy because the camera on this is really, really bad. So that's one good app, Files to SD card. And then I like to tell you a couple more. Now, if you guys have been paying attention, I sent C. Marie all my ghost hunting equipment, everything that I had, my static night vision camera, my EVP recorder, just a bunch of crap. White noise maker, a digital thermometer, 3 ghost boxes, and I do not own any more equipment. What my purpose for doing that was she basically caught a lot of stuff on her phone, and she didn't really need any equipment. But all the equipment I've got, I've caught some stuff on it. So I wanted to do myself. The reason why I gave it all away is because I wanted to get an upgrade. And in doing that, I've been researching, cameras and this and that, and doesn't everybody do crazy shit around tax time? So in doing that, I've been researching though different things. And what I mean by different things is I love to sit Indian style. What I mean by different things is I've been researching, the certain cameras and certain apps. There are apps now that capture EVPs and do things like that. So, on to that, what I'm trying to say is I stumbled upon the best ghost hunting. There's a few apps out there that basically are ghost boxes for your phone. And I've tested a few of them. Some are ghost radars, and they tell you where the ghost is in the room. And one that I've been playing with and actually paid $2 for that I find very, very addictive is an app, and if you go on Google Play, it's called Ghost Hunting Tools, and in parentheses it says detector. It looks like I got crap on my nose. That's just the way my nose is. My phone is so good. It's you can actually look. I can see little hairs. So the app, number one app I want to say for ghost hunting is called Ghost Hunting Tools, and in parentheses it says detector. It's a black hand with a blue background, and when you find it, it's free to try. Download it, and every so often though, what really sucks is they'll throw an ad in there, and if you're alone in a dark, scary room and they throw the ad in, it makes you jump because you're expecting someone to talk. What it is there is a dictionary loaded full of words. When you pay your $2, you get a dictionary of, I believe it's 3,000 words that are, preloaded, loaded from a dictionary, actual into the device. And what it does is it says the closest word to whether it's a person's name or a phrase. It said my friend's cat's Sesa. My cat's name is Sese. It spelled it kind of close, Sessa. It said, call my friend Minnie, Mini, which is Mimi, and Mimi, and instead of Mini. So it comes close. It says McKenna, short for, and, kind of like Mackenzie, so I think it on a couple things it comes kind of close, but whatever. So okay, so there's that app. And now there are some apps I haven't tried, and I'm going to tell you in a minute. When I come out and tell people of apps that I've tried and I like, and apps that they now I've got my friends telling me, well, you've got to try this app, you've got to try this app, you've got to try this. So I've got a list full of more apps, at least 10 more apps to try. Actually, 12 apps. There's two new sleep apps that I need to try. Sleep Talk. I guess it has a green bed on it, an icon. And my next one is called Sleep as Android. And what it is I think it records you as you sleep, and it turns on when you make a noise. I noticed that when I did have my digital voice recorder to capture EVPs, it would cut half of the thing off by the time it turned on. So I'm not so sure if it records the whole night of sleep, which me is probably a couple hours at a time, maybe 4 at the most, and then I get up and rustle. And before I gave C. Marie I gave her 2 voice recorders. I sent her a new one because one of the ones that I have stopped on 66 files. And I took out the batteries and it remained on for the longest time. I don't know if there's a reset she could try on it or what. It's a new voice recorder. I got it right off the shelf at Walmart. It's $45, and it worked up until it hit file 66. We've captured a couple files on there that I saved. We got some EVPs, and I did give her another micro cassette recorder. And before I had sent it to her with the 2 tapes, I wanted to clear the tapes. So what I did was record myself sleeping at night, just so I could get no sound and it would record over what was already there. Well, playing it back just to make sure I'm not F-bombing in my sleep, or I played it back just to make sure that it was when she got the tapes, there was no noise on it. It was pretty much quiet. And I did hear 2 EVPs, and one of them said my name, which was creepy. And I ended up not keeping it, not sending it. I sent it to her on the tape. I left it on the tape, let her tape over it. That was when I realized that there is something still in my house. So I didn't give all my ghost hunting equipment away so I could be left with nothing. But I want state-of-the-art equipment now. So what she's got now that I gave her is better than what she had. And although she did capture enough, I mean, you got to give her the benefit of the doubt. She did capture a lot of stuff on her phone, orbs and EVPs. I'm curious to see what she captures with the static night vision camera. But now I want to get upgrades on stuff. I want security cameras for my home. I know Comcast has them. They're all wireless and stuff. But I just want the best stuff now, and I'm doing an upgrade. So that being said, there are 2 apps that make it needless for the EVP recorder, which is Bizarre Sleep. What is it called? Sleep is Android and Sleep Talk with the green bed. I'm going to try those next, see if it captures EVPs. I've left the ghost hunting detector near my bed, and it says a list of about 10 to 15 words. And after a while, you come to the end of the list, and you don't know what it said during the night. So that's a fun app to do while you're awake. Just let it run, see what it says, ask it some questions. A few things that have happened creepy with that app, the Ghost Hunting Tools app, is that a few really odd things have happened. My cousin Eric died, and me and my friend were using it at the same time, both on the internet. It said Eric on her end. Now, the day before that, I kind of provoked it and said, all right, if my cousin's here, what's your name? Didn't say it. The next day, we're kind of provoking, trying to get the thing to say something. It said Eric, and I was surprised that it said that, but it was on hers. Then the next thing that happened on mine, at less than a minute after her thing said Eric, mine said Cloud. And if you know me, after my cousin Eric died, I went to my sister's celebration of life. I had talked to my Aunt Diana, and she had said after she wanted a sign after her son Eric died. And I said, what happened, She said she was sitting in the car crying. Guns N' Roses came on, which I gave him a Guns N' Roses tape back in the day, and they mailed back to me all the way from Bridgewater. I think it's Bridgewater, Massachusetts, if they're still there. all the way. She mailed it all the way back to me, and she said, "I don't want my son listening to this kind of music." Well, after he died, she had realized life is short. Guns N' Roses came on the radio, and she told me this story and was tearing up. And she said she wanted a sign, but that was the sign anyway, just Guns N' Roses, because she didn't want her son listening to that band. And she looked up in the sky, and it said Eric. Fast forward to now in the clouds. So Eric in clouds for me is very significant. Fast forward to a few years later than that. Me and my wife went to this thing in Newburyport, Massachusetts. It's called the Lantern Festival, and it supports ovarian cancer research and things like that. So you know, if you've got ovarian cancer, you can go, you can light a lantern in memory of someone that died, but it's also for just anybody that's died. It's kind of like a memorial. What you do is you get this little lantern, it's in a little plastic thing. You put a tea light in, you light it up, you set it across the water, and it's very beautiful. It's beautiful. If you look up Newburyport Lantern Festival, you know what I'm talking about. Look at the pictures. So fast forward to we're at the Lantern Festival. I lit a lantern for my sister, and my wife lit one for her mother. And we were there, and I at that day I thought to myself, do I want to light one for my friend Andy that had passed? And I go to get a soda in them. I didn't. We got our lanterns, like $10 each. All the proceeds go to a good cause, so I think we gave a little extra. So I didn't know if I want to get another one and light it for my best friend that passed, Andy. So I didn't though, and I go to get a Coke out of the machine. Remember we had the Cokes with the names in the summertime, and the name Dan popped out of the machine, and that's his name. And nobody knows that Andy is short for Daniel Andrew. And on that ghost hunting app, it did say Andrew, and it also said Dan. My friend got it to say Dan, and does anybody know this name? And I automatically thought you can try this out. Now the weird thing is that you would think that it listens to your phone or watches what you type or something like that. The creepy thing was I had the app on this phone in another room, so it didn't pick up on words that I was saying or anything like that. I had a friend try it. They're addicted. Actually, we had a group of friends try it. They're all addicted. And you'll see, play with it, the ghost hunting tools detector. One more thing creepy thing that it had. I mean, there were quite a few creepy things, I'll tell you. But one more creepy thing, I had the app running on my phone like this in the other room, and my other phone wasn't writing or anything. I go and I'm looking for my potting soil. Shit you not. You start your plants right now in the spring, and you have tomatoes in the summer. So I got out my potting soil and all my pots from the closet, and I had noticed that I had dropped a pair of fishing gloves on the floor. Picked them up, stuck them in my fishing vest, got it ready for spring, got it out of the closet, ready for spring, and I come back in the room, and that machine, the ghost hunting tools detector, said gloves. It knew what I was doing. I did not say the word gloves, I did not type it, I didn't tell anybody it was something that I had done, but it was like they were in my house watching what I had done. So that's very, very creepy. Got to give a shout out. People send me stuff. I don't have a post office box. I really don't trust people, but somebody sent me this. I put my own little Red Sox thing on it to make it easy to grab. But what it is it keeps your cold things cold. It's got see this thing. It's got a thing. I don't know what it is. It keeps your cold things cold, hot things hot. And this cup I love. I believe the name is Ozark, and my friend got it at Walmart. So far, none of my cold beverages are warm. So I just want to say a shout out to you. Thank you for my cup. I was on the, I was trying to upload. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? What was that noise? Did you hear that noise? Rewind that. I don't have. There's something over here that went off. It sounded like a music box. I shit you not. I am scared. Look at my goosebumps. It was over here, and first I had a little bell that I gave to my wife, and she would ring it because she was sick if she wanted something. I moved the. I'm almost in tears. I don't know what that was. Notice how red my face gets? I get the hives. I get very nervous. I do live with something and I don't know what that was. I'm getting out of my bed to look. I want you guys to rewind and hear that. If you can amplify it, or let me look. I mean, maybe something over here went off on its own. I heard it out of the corner of my. It was over here in this table. I've got the salt lamp. Banana. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck. I've got one of these. It's dead. I don't know what in the fuck. Alright? I have no clue what that fucking was. Do it again. Whatever the fuck that was. Do that one more time. I am creeped out. I'm officially creeped out. I'm really creeped out by this. I do have a phone. It has no messages, no nothing on it. The battery's not dead. There's 3 battery right there. This, I'm going to try to turn it on. Yeah, it's dead. I don't know what that was. That's why I'm going to try my next 2 apps to try. Those 2 sleeping apps that when you look at my eyes, the 2 sleeping apps, I don't know what that was. At first I thought it was a bell, but it was more of a ringing noise. Here's the bell, and the bell sounds like that. But it was more of a ding 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 ding, like a musical noise. I am officially. I don't have like an alarm clock or anything. Do you notice how red my face gets when I get nervous? I get a bad heart. It's not. This doesn't help. So I don't want to be left without any ghost hunting equipment. I know that I haven't even tried to capture. See, Marie told me that she does a lot of stuff on her phone. I haven't even tried to capture anything on my phone. No EVPs or any orbs. I should on my new phone. This is my first video. Oh, look how blue my eyes are. You don't notice that. You don't notice that on the normal, well, they kind of look green. You don't notice that, though, if you watch the, and yeah, you don't notice my little scruffy little, yeah, you don't notice it on the, you don't have a clue. You don't notice it on the other phone. I don't know what that was creepy. Rewind that and tell me what the hell that was. All right, so I've got the 2 things that I'm going to try before bed. I'm going to put the Sleep Talk app on, and the Sleep is Android. Ha! And I want to tell you, you know how I like to tell, I just want to spread the word about apps that I've used and things that I've done. These aren't apps, but these are fun things to do. Katie yesterday, Uber, when I was trying to get on, which I could not get on by her link on her video, Katie, I noticed mentioned past life regression. And my friend Marianne, let me show you her card. My friend Marianne does all that stuff. She's into Reiki. Let me get her card out of here. My Australian wallet. I get sent a lot of things. Let me show you my friend's card, and I'll show you what she does. Dune Jewelry. If you ever want, that's a good thing I can recommend. If you ever want where I got my bracelet, it's made of beach sand from Coronado Beach in California. I had my friend made one with Boston Red Sox sand. They have a sand bank, or you can send in your own sand from everywhere. I sent in some Seabrook Beach sand for my lovely girlfriend, and I had a bracelet made for her. But if you don't send in the sand, it's okay. They have a sand bank. Ow, bite my tongue. Looking for that. Here it is. It's the second one, of course, right after the damn bank. Okay, so my friend is, she's a Reiki master, IET magnified healer, shamanic extraction specialist, and probably some more things after that. But there's this. I won't show you there's what it says that she does. So I won't show you. She doesn't work there anymore anyway. But long story short, she does all that kind of stuff. Witchy things and crystals, and she's got an altar. So long story short, I asked her, we talked about, me clearing my chakra or whatever, and bathing myself in white light to protect myself from whatever lives here. We went to a store in Portsmouth and got some sage, different things. So I talk to everybody about my succubus. I don't keep it a secret. Honestly, I don't. But, long story short, I said, Marianne, what do I do? And she had said, oh, my nose is itchy. What does that mean? I'm going to kiss a fool? Or get in a fight? I don't know. So, she had said, and I think that at that place they do past life regression. She said, don't waste your money on it. Try this. So I'm going to tell you two things to look up if you're interested in doing your past life regression. It's free. I'm going to tell you what has worked for me. I did my past life regression, and it relates to this in the real life. My fears and phobias that I have, like I'm going to get electrocuted. That it told me I did mine. It told me that I basically got struck by lightning. I in this life, I did get struck by lightning and knocked me off my bike. I don't know if it was attracted to the metal of the bike or my fishing pole. Incidentally, my fishing pole was called a lightning rod, a lightning stick. They still sell them too. And it knocked me off my bike. It broke my pole. I woke up. One of my socks was even off. My shoes and socks were off. And maybe my socks wasn't off, but there was like a burn hole or something. And anyway, that's just me and my crazy life. So I'm always scared of that, though, that I'm going to die by a mixture of electric and water. So past life regression had said, yeah, I got struck by lightning. That's how I died. I mean, you do this past life regression and you write stuff down. I've got a whole thing written down of how old I was, my children's names, my wife's name, what year it was, specifically what I was wearing. Um, yeah, so the two things to do, they're not apps. Go on YouTube, get yourself some nice headphones. I don't really like these because these suck. They hurt my little tiny eardrums. These ones are kind of good. If you just go to the Dollar Tree and get some headphones, these ones I like because they get the spongy thing inside, but they're not very loud, so you might want to. And by the way, if you schmule, they do have these, but you got to look specifically for the ones with the microphone. If you want to schmule with me, because I love the Shmule app, Smule, and I know I probably say a lot of things wrong, like Mimi, but fuck off. So here is so different headphones. I like these ones, but what I specifically look for, because I am legally deaf, you guys don't know that at home. But I specifically look for the bass boosting headphones with the microphone. If you can come across them, that's a good thing to find. The bass boost makes them extra loud. This new phone, luckily, I've got Beats on my phone, so when I plug anything in, my Beats kind of jack it up. So, the two things I want you to go to try, my best one that I did, past life regression, go on YouTube, type in Joe Tracy, T-R-A, it's not, I don't think it's Tracy, it is spelled different, it's not Tracy, it's T-R-E-A-C-Y, it's not spelled like the name Tracy, it's Treacy, T-R-E-A-C-Y. So Joe Treacy, past life regression. He might have 3 or 4 of them. I know I've done 1 or 2. I'm not sure if I've done them all. He's got a lot. If you look up guided meditations on YouTube, because I have a hard time falling to sleep, so I do a lot of the guided meditations. They have a guided meditation. Believe it or not, you see me with my kratom here. I've done a guided meditation for pain. Believe it or not, it works. It works. It takes your pain down a few levels. I don't know how it works, but it works. It relaxes you so much that your muscles relax. And I would be, somebody told me, well, Chris, try it for pain. Yeah, that's a crock of shit, right? Until you try it, and then you can't say it doesn't work. So the guided meditation for pain on YouTube, go to Joe Treacy, past life regression. Another guy, if you like stuff like that, is Paul Santisi, Santisi. And he does all kinds of meditations, and just look him up. Look up Joe Treacy. And yeah, those are the two on YouTube that I love and swear by, the best the best. Some of the meditations, there's a female or there's a guy that talks too low, and I can't hear it. I had another friend. See, this is another thing somebody sent me. I had a friend send me, shout out to Debbie, send me a pair of eye frogs, and they're very tiny. These are awesome because you can pick the size of the thingy you want right here. Do not hurt, and look, they go way in. So these, if I have a hard time with some of those, these are great. They're wireless, so I can sleep at night. What I usually do is I take this to sleep and I clip it up. I'll clip it here, clip it on my bed, whatever. I just want to sleep. I'm laying there, so I don't know. But clip it to your shirt. So I like this for when I fall asleep. I let my guided meditation things run. And yeah, so those are some good things. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is I've got 10. I went on looking for the best sleep app that records while you sleep to capture EVPs and strange sounds. Um, I went and I stumbled upon a few more. You can get, like, there's a few people that have videos on the best apps, the best sleep apps, the best this, the best that. So I've got the top 10 scary apps I'm gonna try next. See if I can, stumble upon something like that. But today, tonight, tomorrow, whenever I sleep, gonna get the Sleep is Android app. That's next on my list. See what happens. So I'll see you guys later. Sorry my video was a little mundane, and if you've tried any good apps, please down in the comment section let me know. Let me know what you've tried. Let me know if it works. Let me know if you think there's an app or something I should do that I could be interested in, possibly. Let me know. And if you have any good, I don't want to pay Comcast for their security, but if you know any good basically wireless camera apps that I can watch on my phone. If I'm away, I can turn it on and turn my phone on, and I can see my cats, and I can see my outside, and I can check on my house. Let me know that, because those are great for vacation and stuff like that. But just let me know. Right now, I'm looking at two wireless cameras. $300, but the things about that is you've got to change the batteries in those, and I don't know how long they last on vacation. I don't know if they're motion activated or how that works, or if they only work when you turn them on. Not sure how that works yet, but let me know, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. The rest of your weekend. It is Sunday, March 3rd or 4th, 5th, maybe? March 4th. March 4th, 2018. See ya.